Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting and relevant topic, which is education in today's world. With all the change happening, our education system is very different compared to just a few years ago. I'm Naila, along with my friend Citra and Siti. And we are going to discuss this topic. How are you doing, guys?
Hi, I'm doing well, ready to dive deep into how education keeps evolving.
Hello, I'm excited for this topic. It's crazy how much has changed over the years, from online learning to the increasing use of technology. There is so much to talk about.
Exactly, it's amazing how quickly things are shifting, especially when we think about how schools are adapting to digital tools. Before we start, how do you guys feel about the current education system? Do you think it's moving in the right direction?
I think it's a work in progress. Technology is making things easier, but I am still worried about inequality in access and quality, especially in remote areas.
Yeah, and with so many new tools available, I think we need to make sure that teachers and students can use them effectively. Sometimes they use too much technology without enough training.
Good points. I think today's discussion will shed some light on these issues, so let's dive into it. So, we all know that technology has become such an important part of education now. Many schools are already using digital platforms for learning, and a lot of educational material is now available online. With technology advancing so quickly, what do you think the biggest impact technology has had on education today?
I think one of the biggest impacts is how accessible learning has become. Apps, online courses, and video lessons allow anyone, anywhere to access information. It's really opened up education for those who may not have the resources for attend traditional schools.
That's a good point, but I also think technology can be overwhelming sometimes. There's so much out there, and it can be hard to know which platforms are truly helpful or just distracting.
Yeah, there's a balance to be struck in there. The convenience of having everything at your fingertips is amazing, but we need to be mindful of how we're using it. Another thing to consider is how technology is affecting teacher-student relationship. What are your thoughts on that?
That's where I think the problem lies. Technology can sometimes create a barrier. Teachers can always read the mood of their students through a screen. It's harder to understand when someone does get something or is falling behind.
And it can be harder to motivate students when you don't see them face to face. I think the emotional connection that in-person learning provides can be replicated online.
Right, which is why even though online learning is so convenient, in-person learning still has its advantage, especially when it comes to emotional support and interaction. Speaking of online learning, do you think it's been effective for student development?
Well, online learning has its perks, especially for students who need flexibility in their schedules, but it lacks that direct interaction that helps students feel more engaged in the material. And let's not forget about the technical issues.
Definitely, online learning is good for theory and self-paced lesson, but it does always encourage the same critical thinking or problem-solving skill that can be developed through face-to-face collaboration.
I agree. In-person classes provide a space for students to ask questions immediately, engage in discussion, and get real-time feedback from their teacher. So, what do you think would be a good balance between the two?
I think a hybrid model is the key. It gives students flexibility and access to online resources while still allowing for face-to-face interaction for discussion and group activities.
Let's dive deeper into online versus in-person learning. While the pandemic accelerated online learning, do you think it's a model that can be sustained long term, or should we go back to more traditional classroom setting?
I think we need both. Online learning can be convenient, but it does always build some social and emotional interaction that in-person learning does. Students need the opportunity to collaborate, network, and build communication skills.
Exactly, you can replace those soft skills with online lessons. Teamwork, leadership, and problem solving are developed in real time when you're working together in a classroom.
So, do you think schools should incorporate both? Maybe lectures and content delivery can be online, while discussion, teamwork, and project can happen in person.
That culture, it would give students the freedom to learn at their own pace, but also the chance to enhance and collaborate in person when needed.
And I think we see better engagement overall. The hybrid system can offer the best of both worlds if managed well.
Through discussion, but what about students who struggle with technology? In rural areas, for example, not everyone has reliable internet or the device needed for online learning. How do we address that?
That's a whole issue. We need to focus on infrastructure like improving internet access and making sure devices are available to those we need them most. Now, let's talk specifically about Indonesia. We know there are many challenges in our education system. One of the biggest problems is the inequality between urban and rural education. Many rural areas educate resource trained teachers and access to technology. How can we bridge this gap?
I think it starts with government initiatives to bring resources to rural school. There's also a need for teachers to be trained to use technology effectively, not just in big cities but everywhere.
I agree, but the government can only do so much. Communities also need to play a role. Maybe local business can get involved by providing resources or setting up training programs for teachers and students.
And we also have to focus on teacher retention. Many teachers leave rural areas after a few years due to low pay or lack of resources. If we can make teaching in remote areas more sustainable, that could really help.
Absolutely, without motivated teacher, it's difficult to inspire students to learn. What do you think about increasing teacher salaries or providing better incentive to encourage them to stay in rural areas?
I think it's necessary. Teachers should be compensated fairly for the work they do. especially it's areas where there are so many challenges.
Besides academic knowledge, character education and soft skills are also crucial for students. Do you think schools are doing enough to teach life skills such as empathy, communication, and critical thinking?
Unfortunately, many schools still prioritize academics over soft skills, but these skills are just as important for success in life and work. Schools need to focus on teaching students how to communicate effectively, work in teams, and think critically.
Actually, if we can to prepare students for the real world, we need to teach them how to navigate challenge, collaborate with others, and solve problems creatively.
And character education is just as important. Students need to learn values such as honesty, responsibility, and respect. Schools should be instilling this from a young age.
I think parents play a huge role in this too. It's not just about what happens in the classroom, but also what values are being taught at home.
That's so true. Character education needs to be a partnership between schools and families. It should be a continuous process, not just something students hear about occasionally.
We've covered a lot today. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts on the future of education in Indonesia?
I just hope that education becomes more equal across the country. It's not fair that some students get better opportunities than others based on where they live. We need to work together to break that gap.
My hope is that the education system continues to evolve and adapt to the times. We need to focus on providing equal access to education and ensuring that every student has the chance to succeed.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining me today and to our listeners for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode and that it sparked some new ideas on the future of education. See you next time.
Thank you. See you soon.